start on.
Yeah.
Okay, abusuafoɔ, ɛma obi biara dwo, ɛma obi biara ha, ɛma obi biara akye. Expanding beyond the speakers, ɛno nso yɛ Kwasi Ada foforɔ a nkwanwura no de ama yɛn. Na wama yɛn ahoɔden, wama yɛn nkwa, wama yɛn nyansa deɛ a ne yɛde bɛhwehwɛ nimdeɛ. Nti nanso yɛbɛsan atoa yɛn adesua no so. Na ɛnnɛ no yɛn bɛfa questions and answers. Na sɛ week yi nyinaa mu nso a woyɛ wo practice no wonya experience bi a watumi ne anuanom nyinaa hyɛ. Yɛkɔ anim no sɛ teachings bɛba a Ita wɔ ha, yɛn teacher Afrakoma wɔ ha, me nso mewɔ ha. Baabi yɛbɛ divert afa biara no, yɛn no de mo bɛfa. Nti no sɛdeɛ yɛyɛ no normally no ɛyɛ questions and answers. Na wonya experience bi a wapagya wo nsa. Na wo ne yɛahyɛ, wopɛ sɛ wobusa question bi nso a wobɛpagya wo nsa ne afrɛ wo. Na ɛno nso watumi abusa na yɛakyerɛkyerɛ mu. Biribi nso na wate no wɔ abɔnten na wonte ase ɛfa quote unquote spirituality or awakening or get to the inner. So many names na yɛde ama no biara ho wobɛtumi abusa. Na yɛayiwa no fɛfɛɛfɛ. Okay, yɛbɛ start here free. Din media fana Cliff. Ne, Fawe. Cliff. Client to. Din mmienu nyinaa de. Okay, bro. Yafa me nti o.
Pamucho, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Udin no say pa ne pronounce no.
Kofi Blind.
Okay, the another spelling for Kofi no. Hey, you.
Pacho.
Okay, hello.
Me pesa me busa question kakra, but answer na me busa question, me share me experience bi.
Okay.
Throughout the way ni nyina no, a couple of months yi nyina na me guso me exercise and I think say dey na me projection na me yem share me kakra na as a free one me ntumi sanya bi but still me guso me nti me de me ya me hu hwe na nansen mu na me beda na me ye me breathing exercise na me die ni mu na me aware say me so die na like me kan so die wo die ni mu abiem na ko ye say ase nkofo bi a me hu o ma che o ma brabom me pese me san so hu o mo biem me pese me die ni mu me pese me san so hu o mo biem me hu o mo me pese me san so hu o mo biem hu o mo but me so die wo die ni mu na afi ase masan so akwa ko hu o mo nyina masan so ko mo nyina me ne o mo di nkomo na last person na me ko hia no ka che me so saa de we amaye me pese bibi appear o ma brabom like me san so enfan ko dream mu na me to me make sure say say na me pese appear no e be appear ama me o dream mu saa na e be appear in reality.
Okay.
Yeah. And my question I'm going say, when say I'm saying now na ye teachings me tie some of the teachers na no mo ka say universe ni enimo bia individually enimo bia and yenso yakoye humans ni bi there when say sometimes you because of say YPM memories ni ade enti no eya na mission teachings na you say obetumi abɛn reality to your real like obetumi ahyehyɛ nyoma opa ama ho and na me busa say what if say any pay na sometimes like yeah pen yeah pen you maybe bia na universe no so empesa my what if say me pese me yes anyoma ni nyina but me who universe no empesa anyoma ni nyina e ma me nti ono sa no say me dream say okay go afro no ade am pese me ye kwampo na me penisi ni kwampo me nya ne sa nti no me face bia wo ma try ye de me bia so me nya but me so na universe no na the empenesa ma me no no me busa say like how is it like say me pay bibi na me nya no universe no so pay bibi for from me which means like I can't truly wait for some things that I need because I say na me adwuma say for some bare 5 months na me adwuma say na me adwuma na me start about platform so na me follow but na me follow truly pan But m'adwuma sɛe na mebaa fie na like me concentrate a mesua teachings na meyɛ exercises ne adeade na I got to understand some things. But m'adwuma sɛe na mayɛ so furious like mente ase sɛ m'adwuma sɛe na ɛyɛ me ya paa sɛ like m'adwuma no sɛ because manyɛ hwee wɔ adwuma mu hɔnom like like they will still get back to me. But still na mente ɔmo nkae. And I'm so furious, but sometimes it's not how din as a mesan so check you maybe and I'm say no adi crampo na see a crampo no. Masan so aba be far part bi ya san so mama sense hu sam nyoma bi more. Nti mbese me bisa say no sa no about the universe ne sa memory one ne sa nyoma na how is it like?
Okay. That is nice question and nice experience. And so that experience, everything is telling you that you are on point, and you are in a dream and try to dream another one. Na wakushia onamfofo na hu mache no na omuka kyerɛ wo sɛ reality bia a person will create, go into the dream and you created it. So it tells you how things are moving right for you. What you say? Ɔmo ma wahu na wate nneɛma biara ase sɛ biribiara na wopɛ sɛ woyɛ no ɛwɔ hɔ wobɛtumi ayɛ. That is ɔse kɔ daeɛ mu na ɛkɔ so daeɛ na ɛbɛba reality no. Yɛanyɛ sɛ daeɛ mu no na wobɛkɔ akɔ so no, but ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo kyerɛ wo sɛ biribiara wopɛ sɛ woyɛ biara no, there is a possibility as a so a wobɛtumi ayɛ. So continue your practice no na ɛkɔ so nneɛma nyinaa will be falling good apart for you. Okay, yɛmmra wo questions ɛno so. Wo question no sɛ nneɛma a wopɛ na universe no nso nim sɛ ho hia wo na wo nsa ntimi nka no na wopɛ sɛ wobusa sɛ nneɛma a wopɛ na universe no nim sɛ wompɛ no ɛno wode bɛfa kwan bɛɛ so. Yeah. Okay. Nneɛma a wopɛ na universe no nim sɛ ɛmmoa wo no nyɛ ade a wo nsa bɛka. Because the universe no ɔno a na control yɛn, that the intelligent a ɛmove yɛn ti na woyɛ adwuma no wonya kwan nyɛ practice. So the universe knows say this part good for your life, for your future. Emma nti no obestop adwuma no sorry. Obestop adwuma no ama wonya kwan ayɛ deɛ wopɛ sɛ woyɛ no, because this is the whole game. Unya knowledge we are adwuma no will be so easy. Either say unya will be kura adwuma, you can create your own things ebe fresh more than obi adwuma na we no, and onya kwa ma obi biem. You can control your own will. Say we wanka say wadwuma. Sanche we kura no beka che say chine tonwa. Unim say at the end of the day no, ube boom in life and ubenya peace and ubenya space. Ede aye de odi bia, because in everything Bible no catch say unya we say japade nyina na hwere uso na you have gained nothing. So abenya part bi say na obetime nya knowledge about the soul, the self no. Na say adwuma nti onhwe so nye there, then the universe on all his intelligence know the best will craft the job for you to stay in this knowledge. And on himself, when you became master no, and I say unya we are is done. That is all what we are on this planet for. Nti ade bia enye will, ade biala enye wayi no, se emmoa wo no. Se wo try se ube manifest ya intimi enye possible. Ebe possible kra nso a ebia untimi mfa this right channel way no. Ada se wo be for the negative way. I no so ebe costo enema bebre in future. Like say bia opese oji obi asase. On this part, wow, so betimi aje obi asase because nyawdia. The universe know, the intelligence knows asase na nyawdia, but also bejia. Then boko kutwe nwan. Oh, the other side ho now they akwaje asase no. But where the universe knows say nyawdia no, obeji esiso dan ne, but in the future no, it will cost you. What you say? So the universe on all his intelligence know what is best, because we are the universe, no? We are not this flesh. We are the soul inside. And the soul inside is the intelligent force of this universe, no? So it knows everything. That's why I say yentimi connected to the soul, no? Doesn't mean say you are not manipulating the pedua, no. He's still manipulating the body, but he want us to connect to it. Said the yeah, you to know or to take hold of the soul no. Or no what because or no bibia hia no aduane a wudi oni bi sika a wopɛ ompe bi ɛdan a wopɛ sɛ wosi wɔ no nka ho na saa nneɛma no nyinaa hia no and he knows he is so powerful so sɛ woantumi ansɔ no mu na wobɛgyaa no aporo atete wadi 90 years na wawu akɔ a he is still powerful so ɔno wɔtwɛn that is how they so work nti no ade biara ntumi mmoa wo journey ade biara ntumi mmoa wo life no on this good part we no on sentiment can or you can manifest it but the beboa no be so call ho na obetuma manifest it but o person force so na on saka sa de na anya wo dia emoa wo na on sa betumi aka bet you face consequences so that's how it is ipacho answer ni mu da ho kakra
Patron, mu da hɔ nom paa meda ase. Na yɛ sɛ wokyerɛ na te sɛ so that means truly no I have to just leave the universe to do its thing and answer that because my situation bi mu na mempɛ a sɛndeɛ if trying to change it no ebia I would think say oh, no maybe the universe is doing its thing so I have to leave it that way and I say still and I can do something about it.
yeah universe okay when about ita
Yeah, so now it depends on what again that word the universe, and I think maybe it needs to be explained a little bit for some people to understand. And it has been used for many times, couple times, and the universe, and we or me always been using it. Okay. Um, so if the universe, are you referring to natural order of things? Are you referring to the source? Are you referring to the creator of the universe? What does that word really mean? What is it? The universe will do it for. Is it the same thing as saying, "Oh, God will do it for me"? Is it kind of the same transition? Now, this word, is a kind of a new age word, right? It's the same thing like they said wako Christian or wako religion, and they have the God figure in there. Okay, so per the description, oh, if I will do it, and the universe will make it for me. Oh, the law of attraction, the universe will bring it for me. The same to Christian, oh, God will do it for me. Oh, hey, my voice is faint. Sorry. Sika,
yeah
question of
so we pay jam kakra if you have the way who is
um,
your phone who is your
yeah,
pins
yeah. My English symbol.
ɛne sɛ wo drive deɛ a wobɛtumi de agu hɔ no wayi so phone no ama ɛne a
Okay.
wo drive nso deɛ a it's all good
I'm in front to speaker.
Something I said
very powerful one
loud and clear.
mm.
Madam Sammy. Yeah. So yeah, we quite use this word pretty much. You see, some of us have been tricked. It's the same when you think of it, it's the same like the God figure stuff. You see. Um Internet number we need to shift from that ideas and new age stuff. All is the mind. You see, the mind we create is our thoughts that create our own reality. That is what I explained the other time that the idea of the law of attraction, that one too is not really what it actually is. There's no any law of whatever attraction you talk about. And all these ideas come from Nkophobia form of the Hermetics, so one for now. The Hermetic law now, this and that and this and that. That is not a universal law. Now I think I will say a bit about universal law and other laws pretending to be universal laws, but it is not. It has been written by somebody because you cannot just sit down and just create something thinking say there's universal law. In order for you to know universal laws, you just have to observe what the universe, how it works, not something that is only happening here in this planet. In some of the laws and universal laws and law of equivalence, chain, law of one, these are all laws humans did actually wrote it down based on their perception about this reality is. Going back to philosophers and all this sort of stuff. You see? So what we could say is one law of maybe the universe is what you believe is what creates your reality. Is your thought that creates your reality. It's mind. Everything is within the mind. But we're gonna treat that. Now it is your thought. So we should remove the universe. No, then we are symbolizing it to be. I don't know who we think the universe or the description. But I like to use the word program. The program within the word the universe. Is it some higher power, or is it like Christian God or religion God figure? Is that okay? So when you understand that your reality as it is created, you create your own reality. Okay, so when you use your mind, you use your thoughts to create that reality. And then I'm teaching how do you do that, or how do you do that? Sorry, you just have to have the thoughts, vibrate enough on the thoughts, and the thought manifest. So when you are the idea of first law of attraction, you're not really law of attraction anything. It is your thoughts that you something you did think of. Like, okay, I want to manifest a job, or I want a job, or and again, manifest. The word manifestation means to make something come into existence. Or I want a car. I want maybe I want a job. That thought that you have a job is what when you vibrate enough on it, when you move towards that thought is gonna manifest. It's not like you say, "Oh, I want a job," and then the universe will not meaning what figure, what description you have for the universe. Now or the I don't know baby. Now you're in who we see baby near the baby see for mama see. Okay, that is why when you have a thought and there's no action, a vision with no action, now it will become just nothing. A baby equals 90. So you have the thought, you vibrate enough on it, you give it mental energy for that thought to manifest. And that is what been going on in our whole life from since we were childhood to now. Everything we wanna do, we first think of it first. There's no way we can do something without thinking of it. I don't know how it's gonna work. Okay, so the soul itself is in its natural state.
Ita, phone no, kate o line no. Hello, Ita. Okay, Auntie Ama, Obi can wait me abam rekeke say bi as wonya call senso.
ɛno na meka bia na kɔ abrɛ bɛsi mu
Okay, I think so asamba.
wababa yeah
Ita, yeah.
Oh,
No,
most
it's
of
good.
will be fresh, so I have to. Yes, and I walk out the corner, and I'm not taking active. That's all. Share my reloading.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. So as I was saying, it is our thoughts. So we need to shift our perspective. So even the idea of the universe, the universe is doing it, the universe, is also an externalization of our own true self and our own true power of who we really are. Although these words are just um, replacements of the same concepts of something outside of the self. And so, because these are all coming from the new age spirituality for no. And so when in the whole year, you may think you are learning something, but it's the same concept anyway. The same externalization of the God figure stuff is gonna do something for you. You see, it's our own thoughts that creates our reality. And I'm not making an example, simple example. Also, maybe see me see me go there. I'm photo for I'm an and I'm being here, my dear, like, right. So if I was in there, no, and then I didn't think of going to eat that food, or that thought didn't come into my head, how will I even go and eat it? So the thought came, I'm hungry, I have to go and eat, and then I move towards that, and then that I have now leave that reality, and I have to stand up, I have to walk, that is giving more mental energy concentration to what I want to manifest. I move, I want to where they sell it, I buy it, I start eating it, and then it became my reality. Okay, so that is why even the law of attraction idea, no, oh yeah, that's all that's what it's what them sana when you come. Now said yeah, I said the lazy mind job, no, the same thing as Christianity stuff. Or bomb I know the house and uncle pon fat, any free your mumbreno. Oh, that's so was stop about the other human, not the class like a bomb high. You see, so we need to understand that is action. You see, Bibianca papa and this way. So in order for something to have, there have to be an action. So when you have the thought, you have to give it enough mental energy, which is being focused on what you want to have, and then vibrate enough, concentrate on it, work towards it. And in that time, that reality you're going to manifest. And that is what we do and everything. Also, around a partner, you're going to brush your teeth. Is the thinking come into the head before you move on? That is what we call consciousness. You are conscious of what you are doing. You see? So when you want to take control of your reality, as you're saying, or whatever the job is, whatever it is, right? You have the ability to read your own thoughts to create that reality that you want to be or you want to be in. You see? So I was trying to expand on the that word, I think we interchange it very, very much, but we need to be careful because we could be just externalizing ourselves. You see? Because
Okay.
Brian, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going.
Kofi. Yeah, are you okay?
yeah, but I'm okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a part. Ajua Tuesday. Ajua. Hello.
Patrol, good evening.
Good evening.
Patrol, good evening. Where there? Where there be asked, no, my sister, my mama, I'll quit it.
Mm. Wala ni jina yie kakra.
Experience,
Wala
I'm in
no
person share.
wala ni jina yie kakra na share experience na my wife.
Patrol, Anna.
Okay, now no. Fun sir.
Loud and clear, Pachomaninko.
Mm.
Okay. No, me can say,
Dynatical. Maybe I'll join in you, sis.
Patrol, Munko before me person, me na. Patrol, me say,
Okay,
Munko
all right.
before me
Thank you.
jina ye na fe.
Yo, Yati.
Okay. Ebefa Mary
Yeah, never.
Jamfa.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Mary.
All right.
Na de me show mo pa. Mary. Yeah. Pamu Yesu amani akadia ye. Mary.
Mary, are you there?
I think so. Oya de foforo. Mary Jamfa.
Me wa ha me se Andra
Mhm.
ye TikTok na or na group no mo ye nkyerɛkyerɛ wɔ TikTok nti me frɛ mu die because of time difference nti no nti me so
Mm.
die no na benyane a still no teachings na da so ɛkɔ so na me say mo da so ye teachings na nti na betim bi say no pa no Ghana tabia mo da so mo ye teachings call so second time and because now I say me die mo no me sorry and me who say mo da so teachings like I don't know say
Nene
clear.
teachings ne about them.
That be probably say and draw na group na.
No, would I any more dear no?
Oh my, me so nice. said that's what I said now. I
Also
don't.
line in yet. Oh, okay.
Oh, me say
Now,
No, just a new
eh,
yeah, no,
okay,
run.
no, that's okay.
now,
Yeah,
Oda, no,
thank you.
Oda, any catch you say, Oda, any catch you so back class, na, back class, na, and one no much around. Okay, Baba, Baba, Ipacho,
Yes, sir.
Auntie Adria, unya baby, no, my sign, why? Okay, Baba, me go.
Oh, good evening, Busian for Ninian.
Good evening.
But your million question, but
Mm-hmm.
then, Thursday, I was like contemplating and then mid time if you would die, but then in the dream, no, me, maybe some question, but now I'm into me question, trim them now, some said me say them, but then, many so to me. But Friday no na me go through videos no ni audios no and then go play talk no on forgiveness.
Mm.
Yeah, forgiveness way no. So then I had gone through some issues since March niti. Me follow say okay, instead then ma forgetting ma forgive you obia. And then in that very moment no, I could feel very light. Now I say me per se me too say I don't know. It's like I felt like I could fly. I could fly then. And then so from Friday I can talk to myself in my head, ask myself
Okay.
questions. But if you and we no platform but and I started my mind was still silent. And upon me sorry, it's like I was in a state of confusion. Like I don't know what's going on. Like now my head confused. But then me call back or play any podcast. Yeah, it's like I can relate to the podcast. Then me take nyobia kanu se nipa no asem no kanu no kra me hu enye no kra me hu. But then me jai tia na me tena sidia then I still go in a state of confusion. So I don't know what's really going on. Like my head
Okay.
confused.
O
Okay.
state of confusion, no, like,
Sika,
I
money
meet you home, it. Indeed, o state of confusion now, kono.
On
I
multi
don't.
you.
Okay, I think it's okay now. Oh no, still. When
Baba, I'm
I
so
think
Yeah, muting
when
or no bet to me on muting.
Baba, me to one. Sika, kaka.
okay, now it's good now. Yeah, we state of confusion now, kono person can say. Voice na wo head nim na ni udi nkɔmmɔ na akyire wonti biem no nti na ama wayɛ confuse anaasɛ ɛdeɛ ba adeɛ na ama wayɛ confuse sɛ wobɛtumi a wometi wo ho no wabɛkyerɛ
Enye say voice na me know. Because voice no bad sometimes it me back on and off but then I don't know what next like I
Okay.
know
So
that kind of confusion what next okay so how do I go about it like why is it that say me take podcast in it's like I feel alive when I stop I just go back what's wrong.
okay. So but your audio muting on that. What I was saying is you're carrying doubt and you're doubting yourself and you're analyzing everything. And so that could be the reason why you feel saying you're confused, because so doubting when say how is that happening, and then at the same time, question most of the stuff that's coming through. You need to surrender and let it go, like be with it, and as you do that, you'll get it all the time. But so start to question at the end happen now, then you're gonna have that confusion state. But just so we work a kind of the on.
Tia deɛ no a na afei wayɛ clear. Okay, sɛdeɛ na teacher America no, yeah, wo doubt nneɛma bi. Nti wokɔtie biribi a na clear wo doubt no, afei na wayɛ steady. Then ɛwɔ mu a na asan aba. But me sometimes I call confusion no another thing, because if it doesn't confuse, you cannot get the clarity. So the confused state will lead you to ask questions. And when your questions be answered, then you became clear in mind. So my confusion, when confusion set on me, I call it a good thing because it led me to this path. When I'm confused, I want to ask more questions. And when I get my answers, then I am clear. So sometimes you'll be confused, but when we get the questions clear, we see that we are going to be okay, because if we are not confused, where we so sometimes that cause certain confusion. Something I don't know how should I put it, but it's a good thing to ask, because when I'm confused in a certain place, then I need some answers to leave that place. So to me, I may call it a good thing, but you need to be clear what you are looking for and where you wanted to be. Hold on a bit, me actually how you are confusing, no? A bit me, I Ita, what do you be no?
Oh yeah, yeah. So if we are more confused, I just listen to the whole thing, and be careful of people you listen to. Okay. Maybe I'm not kutia na ede. And I'm be Google agent. Okay. And you just keep on listening.
Ono bo ne friend say.
Baba Yaga.
Baba, okay, ubet ma umti wo hono aka mi bi.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so I was thinking, say, is it that I was reprogramming myself from the before program to a new programming? Because like the way I could feel alive, like the only time I felt so much alive, way back, like those days, now when I was with my parents, I could feel such love, like for myself. Now I feel alive. But then Thursday next year, I felt so much alive. But then, yes, I couldn't understand. So that's why maybe
But
anything
I'm
about.
glad say you're asking the questions that you're asking, because this is teacher the seeker kind. That means you're questioning to get the answers to the level that you want to be. If you know, don't say I didn't know Phyllis. You keep asking the questions, the answer will come, and then you'll be satisfied with the answer that comes. If you know, don't worry about saying you're questioning yourself, and this also not should be a problem. Ask the questions and let the answer come. Stay quietly. The answer will come to that question. Now will be silent. If you haven't bad that first time, now will be silent. But keep asking the same question or in a different way, and the answer will come. Why?
Okay.
Okay,
Baba Yaga.
ipacho hwane
Baba,
kasa.
Nana,
Okay.
Nana.
Yes, sir.
Baba, is there
Yes, sir.
anything previously na a war braboma to see any hobby? Yeah, I say well you should be and I say you are technically attached to something. This is yeah, the any hobby mutina. I'm all feeling that way because that's the first now papa one now new parents. It's now what that feeling they say you are alive, but it's not there anymore until a few days ago and it's a feeling it's a by.
Well, no, yeah. But then with my parents, parents know, like I've been away from them for like years. But then just recently, then when I lost my job, and like 6 7 months now. But then I know that I'm okay with that. Like I've gone way past that way. But then when through the way forgiveness step na meet then it's him catching me say okay, you see there, I forgive everybody, I forgive myself, then I turn away from any other negative emotions via let me down. Then like that spark, nearby then when by that spark nearby, even when I was walking, I could see say like around me there was a glowing light. I could see say I was glowing, like I could fly. Say me crank commit me to like I was high, the energy was high. And then throughout the day, I was okay. But then when I slept and then woke, that's why
Bibi wɔ hɔ a trigger wahyɛ no nso deɛ na trigger saa on and off na woka ho asɛm no deɛ na ahwɛ trigger o mood ɛma ne ba ɛyɛ bibi a wosuro ɛyɛ bibi a woyɛ worried about ɛyɛ bibi a wa identify yourself with and that thing is no more there. Is that the reason why what is that? Because most of us they identify yourself with even some, it can be even your job. Obi owa without the juma or or doing say onye ubia. It is onye saadi any pet and onya saadi any pet can be job, it can be family, it can be anything at all in your life that you so much attached to. Yeah, we identify ourselves with that your ego self, again say and no yewo. And no any about ego, it's part of it. Now I say I am and no what identify yourself with. It's any time Sadi any new and I the baby suit no because the any obium. Then I trigger that trigger some emotions because what they are not feeling, feeling, I communicated to your brain, your subconscious, So yeah, me pan na me adwuma pan is say me ni adwuma bi. Me cry is ya cry me sika ni o etina ni me di. Those kind of stuff, Is there anything like that? And you have to the medical teacher for the you have to sit down, look deep inside of you, start looking at the triggers. Because the more you identify yourself with those kind of stuff or something that you do or somebody who is close to you, the more you identify yourself with those. Now, any hobby now I started yesterday saying you are no more, and I say to me I war as a being, as a soul, any hobby. And then me beside all those kind of questions, Because Jensen is so far.
Actually, me obi a like me pe nipa bebree wɔ me ho. Like sɛ nipa bebree, even 2 3 people wɔ me ho, then I don't feel comfortable. So I'm okay by myself. Like me, I can see the whole day by myself and feel happy. Like walk around, do everything, do my whole stuff, and then I'm still okay. I'm not attached to people that much. So that's why I'm so worried the state of confusion and then moving in and out of that state.
Okay, you'll be okay.
Keep on with your practices and look deep inside of you. Take your time, do the practices, do your stillness, do your imagination and all those, your breathing exercise and everything. I'll keep on asking the questions as our previous teachers have already mentioned.
Why, Baba?
Thank you.
You'll be okay. You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, survivor. Me pacho pe jaon sabiem. Okay. Auntie ya. Yanko.
Okay. Pacho di Pacho mo tuminga.
Ete unkapa.
Okay. Enra topic na yesua no.
Hmm.
So I was thinking more about it and how am I Matthias and a person mean kanshomuna much I say is that how it is like send me my receiving message no and one
Okay.
one. So I
Okay.
was thinking and I'm doing so okay if me, at the soul level no, I am a creator. It's me sure this body is a creation with different bodies inside of it. So how can I me having this knowledge, how can I um not allow my ego self to spoil everything? Because me and normal culture said when you think highly of yourself, like thinking you are the one doing it, the ego. And then when you think um you can't do anything, it's another lower ego. So to combine this, to balance this, you have to be aware that you are a creator. So, this body was created for the creator to step in and have this 3D dimension. It's in the difference between I and other people who are not yet aware and they say, I've been aware. Awareness is what I made me and then other person that I'm seeing differently, awareness and MA different. So therefore, they are also aware of something I am not also aware of, which I might need what they are aware of to help my experience here complete. And I should see everybody, both higher and lower, as uh, also or creators in creation, having different experiences. That means we are all one, and then we all need each other to make our experience here complete. Is that how
Now,
I understood?
yeah, mobile. Ita,
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
ma,
yeah.
best
Yana
submission.
Vana, yeah, why are there? That is very nice. Okay, so keep it up. Okay,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. And so, in extension, Sanya Kaino, we are not trying to find ourselves. We are soul is what it actually is. It never changes its state. It cannot. But it has been trapped within Adibia friends said the mind. A program. A compares physical example there actually. So anyway, I think you understand. The mind has been the soul, okay, has been maybe if we say is being into or has been enwrapped around something we call the mind. Okay. And that mind is basically what we call the matrix. And that is why we are here, which is we are in the universe of the mind. Okay. So if you want to understand, if you want to, so we are not really fighting to know the soul or whatever. We are literally fighting, okay, to just pierce through the mind to be free. Okay. We
Yeah.
are just fighting. Yeah, we are just fighting to kind of maneuver our way around the mind so that we can get out and fully be who we actually are. Because when we are in the mind, the consciousness is in a set, is in a simulation, is in a matrix, it is in a you know, kind of a construct where it's a puzzle, right? So the consciousness is trying to find its way out, but not really finding itself, but finding its way out. So that's why the first step is to deal with the mind. Know how to know the gateways of the mind, the programs of the mind, how the mind works, and how to live beyond it. By any spirituality for no Ghana for no. Omo jampi in no more call crystals and why no na kini all this sort of stuff. As I know we no, it is part of the programs of the mind. It is not part of the soul. And then people will be fumbling about the feminine, the masculine energy, na oba, na bem, na way, na spiritual, na why. So Africa for no, send here can any before no. Those who are kind of understand and trying to control certain stuff in this universe, I'm gonna throw these ideas, okay, into the public for us to be, fumbling, or for us to be just be going around it, making us think is that we are learning something divine or true or something, but we are doing nothing. We are just kind of at the end of the amount say free when one outside the agro thinking say who uses that in the free because you cannot use at the corona Egypt for black people and and all this. You were never black people, never Egypt, never whatever it is. Right? These are all part of the game. These are all part of the mind, the construct of the mind. It's part of the program of the constructs. Right? So when you are dealing with all this sort of stuff, now it might seem Obi Auntie something divine, something extraordinary, mystery, knowledgeable. And that is what black people I'm using the word black people saying they don't know the difference here. We are actually dealing with Obeka stories in our ancestors and all this sort of stuff and all this idea. And then we'll be, because Omache Cheriasha boxing, even a spiritual baby, you're thinking from how you're Kasani baby, Nina is in the box. Right? Into Shayana is spirituality. Okay. But again, the word even spirituality in itself, Krano, shouldn't be even be using because there's no spiritual that labels normally na spiritual na way na hum na material na spirit, all this concept to make them bring more confusion. You see, so you learn to deal with the mind because that is the first step. You like, for example, even thought. Adebia baby, you need is adrenaline a baby. You cannot do something. The soul, since you are in this matrix of the mind is really kind of in a way ruling the soul, taking control of the soul, and it's more like a puzzle. It's more like a game because I know na AC so no to me quite, and then once na what the to me a bit me I so na free and one kasa mu na matsu na kasa aba beden ho amana powerful. So it's something we need to learn how to maneuver, learn how to deprogram or decipher or hack or breakthrough, right? That tricks, So brain, no, it's not just because we want. That is the whole game. To find the potholes, it's one computer. Because just to find a way to hack into the computer or hack into the system, so that you're gonna get your own freedom, and that's all what we are dealing with in here. So when people talk about and now the way and now spiritual so move way and now the way the Adriani way and the Inchini way and I way these are never part of the soul actually. These are all part of the construct. So what is animal way in our are you actually want to liberate yourself or you just want to just play it? You are never doing anything. But again, to or more doesn't know that it look mystery to the mind. It looks really see now be back crowd him say. Send out then we'll be question say you 3 million and man download those all these sort of ideas and I'm there to page so more fumbling about all this sort of stuff. It's the bra spirituality and why not for na ya been ye free hey and so still at the one and one can't before from TikTok. You see, my portray to be powerful, being at 30B, okay, then I go for a bit too fire. So what really happens? You see, acquire your kasakwa, your kasanso, we never get things done. And we hear this and we hear that and we hear this, where we never actually get to know the situation, the roots of the situation, and attack that at that situation, attack it or solve it from the roots. We are always on the surface. and I'm did that the ego trip stuff idea na mu way and way and as some new maybe a who here it's all about the matrix, it's all about the construct. So again, how can you even liberate yourself? Because you want to liberate yourself. Yes, you go school, you school, right? Also so called new school no. Na o check school no. Then the me school no. Addition who's you na school no me school na o check. Na wako wo class we ya helpful. Any just papa be teacher ni bi no wa say. Na say no ti o you na say go for na be o ma be. So you just be dealing with a normal it has to do with the school. But doesn't have to do with you graduating. That is my another example if I want to use. You talk about the ego, right? Which is a program within the mind, because the mind is basically like a computer. It's more like a program within the mind, which is also one layer, which is if you want to use one our true self now, we need to unwrap that ego from it so that we can pierce through and get a little bit closer to the consciousness and use and draw a little bit of power from it and use it for our own. And in that way is where we use that. So another program we are going to use to counter that ego is what we call the other one we are calling surrender. Okay, and at identifying yourself as the I, and I'm this, I'm that. Okay, because the consciousness is never something. It is what it actually is already. It never changes. So when you the reason why the ego, when you have that ego, it have a problem is that the moment you define yourself as the I, you've misplaced your identity. Oh, me as something. Oh, yeah, black people for. Yeah, before the. Yeah, planet here, your boy face. A planet here, yeah, there. Again, you are never even from here, which is on a conscious. So that is what we call the I, the I. It is the reason why the I and easy to look can be a and is when you identify the I now, you misplace your identity because you always have to know your consciousness. And that is one thing I'm about to catch up say. You should place your awareness on the conscious level, that you are on the soul level. Okay, so that you not be misplacing, okay, or misleading or changing your identity. Because the mind always adapts to there's a power in our thoughts. So if you think you are just a black person and or you're feminine or masculine, that is only what you are gonna be. So if you want to know your power, you say I'm more baby or mubu and lot of my conkubu mom say or this year or say BB anyway. Just replacing identity, and that is our problem.
Oh,
You
this
see,
young poor Aquajano.
that is not that. Murphy, I just said we'll be losing identity, kind of because of so a different place. Murphy, that. Yeah, but anyway, it's all nice. So that is our problem, and that's why we talk about the ego. Okay, and it is a little bit hard for us because the ego itself is a program. Things we be programming ourselves, seeing from ourselves, our perspective, from our childhood to now. You see, so Yanavana, when you're keep it up. And I did extend it a little bit for some of us to understand it better.
Thank you.
Okay.
And also,
It's
I've listened to your forgiveness teaching, and it really helped. I've Matinyamasi Bebre, like I'm even laughing at myself, like it wasn't that serious. So thank you so much for the teachings too.
You're welcome.
okay. I think that forgiveness teaching, first you know, first
Yeah,
beginners
moment.
for the yeah,
No. Momo dear. Yeah.
yeah, the no be okay. I think
Yeah.
say nkrofo nso so to timi be mo. Any nneɛma bebree wɔ hɔ nom a ɔsɛ yɛtumi yɛ ma ɔmo ɛbɛboa ɔmo in the physical life na nkasa na ɔmo ahu the way ɔmo bɛyɛ nneɛma. Okay. Kwaku.
Nebana. I just said in your buy and one. Yeah,
Okay.
Nebana.
Yɛbɛbusa no ɔba.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hello.
Kwaku.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. For.
Good evening, good evening.
But my questions near me, you know. First one, yeah, as souls as we are. I know, say we have the plant souls, we have the animal souls, and then we have the human souls. I want to find out how do we harmonize ourselves with all these souls on this plane to be able to optimize our journey on this planet? That is the first question. And the second one also, yeah. If you have someone who constantly gives you energy which is negative, and I say sometimes acquire duabo, acquire you know negative. It's just vibrating on negative energies. How do you insulate yourself from such words when the person is around you and you can't run away from the person, or it's into your face all the time, but always gives you that negative energy or negative vibrations? How do you insulate yourself from such words or such things so that it doesn't get into you so much? Thank you.
Okay, that is nice. Let's answer the first question. I think the first question, the answer is within the question. It's just to connect. And people say, "Oh, connect with nature, connect with this, connect." How do we connect, my brother or my sister? That is the biggest question. I think sometimes we need to ask questions with the how rather than just, So how do we gonna do it? And then idea who be out. And then say we also go ahead, bath with salts or leaves or whatever. You just have to connect. How do we connect? It is your thoughts that create your reality. So just have a thought to connect with them. And per our what we have been doing now, for each one day they've been able to connect with even water bodies and plants and other beings, right? And again, as we were saying, all of them have consciousness within them, especially the plants. I think animals that we can just be friends, pet them, care for them, and sometimes the comedians also know so with the plants, say the same thing at the plants, you care for them, you nurture, sometimes to body, about a permanent book as they are neither. Why? Whatever, yeah. So yeah, and this goes to the question of the vegetarian for the wine edibles for the souls and all this concept. So by now to the bank the omuni souls. Contumely now what it right? So that is quite interesting. They cannot see the truth in their faces, but they hide behind the truth and bring all philosophies. At the end, also, I think the video where scientists have been proving how plants respond to emotion, emotion to respond to the environment and other ways of communicating. And I think now we've been able to communicate. I think it's even one only say Esther Nana Adomako wife, where she can connect with the plants and communicate with them. And I think from even her ballast and kasa and they have consciousness. I mean, you see. So either say Diana Wucho, unless we are selective. Like you think that some are inconvenient or maybe we need to me or something. So some go for it. Yeah, we will need the other. That one to be selective is also, a whole lot of stuff. Right? Yeah, so again, they all have souls, consciousness. But in this physical, something have to die before something have to born. So with maybe your question. Yeah, I want to answer around so that someone not become and ask question around that. So with you need to if you want to connect, you just have an intention, especially the plants. Sit down, do your breathing exercise, have the thoughts. For the chrono picture that tree and just send the thoughts, maybe, which is and Che be a teacher mode, and then she was able to connect, and the plans around her was talking to her in a dream, right? She saw them talking to her, right? And then she started to flick out and all this sort of stuff. So you can just have an intention. And that was one thing Gaia was saying to us, that if you want to connect with them and the plans, we just have to have an intention. Thought. It is your thoughts that create your reality. And the fundamentals, the roots and how the mind, now this is built around. If you want to reprogram it now, you need to use your thoughts. It's thoughts that brings everything. So you have the thought to connect with them, and then you can connect with them, speak with them, and then you can be harmony with them. Preservation too is there. Are you good with the first question?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. It doesn't really take much, and people are gonna find how easy this stuff is. Where they be like, so I can just have a thought. Because when I have by kasa now, do you say, "Sakwan wa biya maybe to on any be to near Habai kasa." And yes, when we are being it just nature is part. Everything is connected. You just have to have an intention to connect with that aspect of you want to connect to.
Yeah.
Because time is space. Yeah.
A construction site, well, it's a bush. And there's this particular tree I am shade. So sometimes I hug it and I begin to talk to it. And I feel okay when I do that. I feel good when I do that, even though didn't come out, but I speak to it and then I feel good. I feel okay. And I feel like, no, the soul is connecting with me.
Yeah. And one information I start find was that most of them too, they are aware like us. So sometimes your energies and your stuff will show that they're connected. And then I don't know if they because sometimes your energy and there was a whole lot, because most of your conscious, they know they can choose. They can choose if they want to work with you or not. But if you want to connect with any plans or whatever, just visualize it or just have the intention, the thought in the mind. Hold that thought, just hold on it. Be aware of the thought you want to connect. You want to connect. 2 minutes or 3 minutes be who we are, then you can release it. And then you might be seeing them in your dream talking to you or coming. It's just simple as it takes.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. And your second question.
Yeah.
And I see that.
No, question.
Okay. Yeah. So the second question is, the person came or baby with negative energy. So does it drain you? Is that the case, or it doesn't?
No, it doesn't. But just that I just don't like it.
Oh, okay. Then the situation will be a ban you cannot let it, or you'll be the person has to be always be around, or is it I don't know the kind of person. And then someone pay that, then you could have maybe you'll be your friend, maybe you can have take on an auntie and
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
You go to a mobile parent, maybe I'll hear that now, or maybe very hard. Yeah, so you just have to just don't give consent. So answer to know first, a woman before now you quite your emotional. Answer energy, right? Every energy is vibrating with a certain frequency.
Yeah.
So if I want you to vibrate on my same frequency, if I say, for example, Isua, number set also real, how will I do? Me also miss Suna, miss my big dinner when you yeah, it was and then the vibration will transfer to you. Now what I see
Yeah.
Especially so even when you are down and someone is motivating you, that person is trying to raise your vibration to the level on the paconica until you are this and you can work. And I think motivation videos also maybe an answer what you be show and free baby. The person has been able to raise you to another vibration one. So you can drag
Transfer vibration.
that is it. Ubetima drago bia so mimi frequency anti ye se bass in and kbia ye ba energy anyhow they kasane how we want everybody to genuinely want everybody to learn and know who are yourself. That vibration too, you know, people who listen with a good heart resonate always after the lesson with that vibration. Say I will give you for your say omi ya nam de mami bi and na ye na ye bi and maybe more person this can de o make trouble say baby how na ye now things how we hold most of I'm not of you fade that was it oh hey now around I think the most of the yeah na amount for pre normal person money or sikabi to help them condition was why I'm down I'm going to condition what's then yeah that vibration of sadness or when will catch you and then you that is a program. So that is a way to program people into people so or drag you to so be a one it was a way the energy feel they're fine. So then you say okay maybe you use insults to see right into people about did what you say also so you don't have emotional intelligence how you gonna control your emotions. Because if you understand it's a frequency, then obetima be do what them, obetima you be and then that person will drag you. Because no they but no they are doing fee neighbor. Who want drag you from the one no more vibration on another level. And you just have to be careful about how you deal with people, how you move with people, how you give consent. Because when you are giving consent about something, then you are trying to tune into that vibrational frequency about outside of the chrono. It's as simple as it takes. It is how I don't really just
Ignore.
fine. Yeah, ignore it and you're good to go. The more you invest in it, the more I think this example do be a comedy. I'm before no musu a years and I maybe bam man in phobia. Omo komu din komo sa bon komu din komo omo seresero. Omo drew a fee no pun na no ma sha see. It's like how is this even possible?
Contractors.
Was almost hypocona ban. No muslim from said that from and yes, once a boo out with the ashes. Sometimes I share a yin once a boo how to be no CB and the Hypocrono movements and they are one idea and I was on as I see you right? Yes, and cry. Send a mammy could be more. Now, yeah, I wasn't what I see you soon. Say I read one.
Yes.
So that is it.
All right. Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you too, bro.
Basita.
Yeah,
Yes,
Francis.
madam.
Me patrol me person me take it to where we can do kind.
Okay, bro.
Okay. So another thing that I also want me person also be share so what is actually causing the those negative energies around him, because there's a cause and effect there. Maybe you are only looking at the effects, but you're not looking at the cause. What are you also doing that is inviting those energies or those people to come around you to give you those kind of words? Because you mentioned said obviously obebo Gianni, those kind of things. So is it like you are also
No, maybe
doing some?
I was saying that down for like kind of I think that is about once I go for about communication.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And there we are.
Yeah, I think so. Janet. But you did blue go from of Ansaboso.
Yes, Papa. I'm the apostle. My mama grew up in for.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, yeah, experience be a menya na me pese me make. Me sha say na me hu niam no so, but for now the kra no free me mu a metimi kɔ. Na mmom me kɔ hu omo nso a mentimi nka hwɛ. Na no de a me ye me kɔ pie free dua bi ase. Saa dua no makɔ hɔ nko amprensa. Metimi kɔ ne na ma me kɔ nso a me hu onuma a asɛ omo a me hu omo no sabi omo ye mpanimfo. ba mintimi no obiara nkasa mekɔgyinagyina hɔnom a na masan aba back na me say me share dia mehu for now mehu sɛ improvement no ɛba kakraka nti sɛ mehu sɛ ɛyɛ ana sɛ metumi kɔ dua saa dua no ase no saa dua no nko ana bi a mepie firi ka no bia saa dua no particular dua no ase nko ana metumi kɔ
Okay, do you know Bewana? Pacho.
ɛmmɛn me
Any
mehu bi kora
physical?
da
Okay.
dabi
I have set an intention to communicate with that tree. Why?
oh okay
And as all consult communication, mostly I am no communication. It might be a dream and get on with okay.
oh okay
Now, sir, at the end, it's very easy. Also, what to me ho ye which maka me ho ye wo tiri me boa
ahan
which maka which me din komo bia wo wankasa wo tiri okay that nkomo na wo du no wankasa tiri no which ma transfer communicate ade bi e wo ebiase mu you know sa nkomodie no or that way of communication in the wo enye your friend telepathic communication okay enye ano yeah ano no humans has you know yasas we so na ano no yeah very much but most of the beings, you know, momu use oman joining in the casa and we're not go faster. And humans, we that ability, but we have not trained it. Okay. The reason why you say you take the mechanisms about how it's it. A simple say, yeah. So when you say I drink water, for the panisi when you say we nipa we na pesa drink quality and ebeko, but yeah, say I'm kind. You training your who yeah, okay. To be able to do that, but in the future, maybe a bit will try to learn about how to do that. Right. Into the I ask you
back mo say your thoughts no so say me dey be beti say na ade we o say me nya saa ade we no eno so me practice ye no e ye adwuma me
yeah
metimi ka say enna me kwa wo say metimi nya adwuma bi say etimi ba ampani me hu ne be me ni de nipa no ko bi wakwa na o customer bi kura me we fi ne kura me nkai kwa bi wan wa fe no de abanam say wow
yeah and then you man go bibia abrabo mu bibia everything bia you want to manifest. That is what we call manifestation. I don't know you know you were able to manifest that at the chrono say bano said you might be you now manifest here. So that is how simple and easy as say it is the thought that's in a creating yes universe being a war baby na or yeah man abeba then whenever you are taught now you give it enough momentum to say okay that is an emotion, that is a will ABC and only boost the thought up to become more energized in the astral realm and then start to manifest in the physical. Okay. Yeah, so that is it. Yeah, so keep it up.
Okay, Auntie J, that's the okay. Satoshi, and then Makacho, one Bitcoin be a member dear your platform so.
What's the name of Televiaco? Satoshi, meet you. I think that he know how to do it, but maybe he's not around. Yeah,
bro. Okay. Pacho, and your friend is. I have one big question, but before I do that, per me touching on two things. For the buy. One guy be ever can say a book has say like obisa questions. Like he keeps asking questions about the development. So what the little I have to tell him is he should keep asking those questions and also Ujai. Because it is through those questions and answers and ebeba into the questions and any question be ebeba ni trim be no on bisa no like on ankasa on bisa on one question no. So the answers will come to him. So the second one is about the negative person or Kasenipan always portrays this negative energy now. The little I have to say and say the negative energies are actually idea our environment. We cannot get rid of them. You understand? But we just need to the little I know, maybe me wrong, but this is what I know. Is that we need to learn to live with them. We cannot, get rid of them, those negative energies. We just have to learn to live with them. But the reason why I make us and say, I remember back in Dubai, now in our office, now I'm say one particular lady, but not a cleaner, or your officer, no beer and penasem, like everyone keeps talking bad about her, say like she's negative, she's this, she's that. And I was so curious and person who had the frontier because me to baby I'm standing, I don't see anything wrong with Nipa Chrono. So I was curious to know the reason why in Kofu Bebre say, she's negative and all that. And to the extent so Nankasa cry beji to say yes, what people are saying and the or negative. So I got closer to her and I realized that no, she's not actually negative. It's just that people do not understand her. You get it? So meaning started say and for a couple of months, And on Nankasa say, since I started say on me and she has seen a lot of changes in her life. Like meaning in Kasa about anything or just hi, hello, and those stuff. But she realized that since on like what meme, ne nyama bibri asesama no. You understand? So at the person me can say, Sani pano or say or negative no. Money and train home fini home. You should in your mind one can bet me that what's better me to your mind to change that person to to change that person's energy to tune it to one kasa level. You understand? But free ebiana sani pano is in your life for you to change them. And they say woman like who avoiding her, then what are you doing? So as I say, kaka misum person me can. So back to your friend said, me ankasa me question, recently, like I tend to experience Nyamabia mentia sikaka, right? I didn't say ebia ubine me kasa se me hwe nipa nanima ansa na nipa ne be kasa ewie no na me hu ade a nipa ne ba be ye de e ba be ka. It's like a whole picture. I say me hwe movie bi I say in some man nipa ne ba be ka at the end no me hu what the person is trying to say. So I don't know what if Ita has something to say to that.
Yeah. Keep it up. Say, I mean, it's part of the development, okay? So you've been doing your practices, and your psychic centers are opening up. So, the Rebecca crowd for Satoshi. Okay. Why?
Okay.
Yeah, but keep it up. You are more than this. This is just the tips of the iceberg. So just go with the flow and know that it is your own self you are actually unveiling, and you embrace it. You see, and let it flow.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, you are welcome, bro. Joel and Chroma. Joel.
Joe, I did blue ball for more fans. I bought some so.
Okay. I don't think. More Monsana drop on Emmanuel. Wait my page. Why?
I draw Tuesday page. I was on 9 from
Joel and Chroma.
Well, free show.
No, Osan also. And I mistake.
Masaba.
Joel. Okay.
Yeah, boss.
Yes, sir.
My patch, good evening, good evening. Yeah, that must adwuma pa a mobɔ ma yɛ nyame nhyira mu nyinaa. Wode wiki mu meyɛ bi na experience baako a menyaeɛ ne sɛ mehwɛ blue circle no mu a ana ayɛ sɛ blue circle no nkyɛn no mehu shadows ɛwɔ.
Okay.
So he's talking about the aura.
I think so. A newcomer, kakra.
be a blue circle, no, but me, me focus on a shadow free on. And when you are there, and I am a what circle, no, but you know, outside circle, no, one na me de ade na me de people na ta and China say who shadow as a white ato bi so na ne shadow atru abekọ me who say a move wo so ne ho but me say me focus so na no afro be me say me gu so am practice no and am be clear and ebi mo so na me breathing exercise and the me who ya ne say onipa bi a ɔde ntoma white asi n'asene na ofidi entity bi ato ase na entity na bɛyɛ kakrakaa ɛkyɛn enipa na ofidi no entity na bɛyɛ big one pa huge one but ɛno no na menhyɛ da nte ase na meyɛ sɛ neɛ mɛka hwee bi a na nkyekyeemu bi ɔnom a ɛno aside no saa wɔ question baako ma pɛ sɛ mebisa ɛde ɛka ho.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it might be a reflection of your life or something going on. We don't really know. So, Opa, I just asked a question about what it means. Not trying for the answer. Remember why?
And my question back maybe say come where you say like me titi say omuya no mo ka say spiritual woman call astral world eba no bi ono ma say o kasa particular name bi ono ma I say they fear to mention say bia nipa no o interview no pese bia waka tell me kodo na wo senka wo boy din no ehim na aka bi asem na ka na complete na on person bonus the interview no force na still na omo ya omo say ye odin bi ono ma ultimi money sa ye onoma bi ono ma then na person bi say so that is na say spiritual ye entity bi ono ma ye ntimi mo mu was so
a control mechanism, a manipulation tactics. Okay, a linguistic programming. So, also people like mysteries. People like to tap into the unknowns. Sometimes it serves as an entertainment. So, for example, okay, now as I'm a people are intrigued to kind of it might be I said you just keep the masses on suspense, right? And the more you hide it, kind of make it scary and hide it, the more people want to know, the more people think in the head that there is some supernatural stuff because again, we are all souls consciousness, whatever. Unless they be out the entity being a year, Jumabina. I don't know entity in person, maybe I share it, but a man or some rules, busy and all this sort of stuff. But it is a control. You can use that to control some people to kind of because you are hiding, and that hiding is not a hide in a plain sight, which is a mystery of something. Because most of the time, how I'm kind of know, I'm portray at the chronic to be bigger in the surface of the masses. You see, and then you'll be very, very okay. You want to find out. So it is a way I can say they now because a human mind in Africa for your mind in India. 0.0001 mind. It's easy for you to control people. It's easy for you to persuade, manipulate them by the use of information. You're very busy linguistic programming. You are talking about you are programming people, and that is a very, very powerful tool. So I don't know Nipacron or whoever it is where a dean won't mean yet. And I make us say, oh, money who in a dean on the buy be saying, now, no, I said, I'm when this way or crack, more interested, kind of see that person in a higher perspective and with himself won't mean body. Now, why would you even mention it in the first place? Why would you even bring it out for people to see that there's certain name be where you don't want to mention? Why do you say I don't know, but why would you bring it out in the first place? So it's just a control mechanism they are using it to control people. So anything I care about the ego. I just say I'll say linguistic programming and how we use it to program people. Say me I'll share or mona, you just be aware about all this sort of stuff. Ghana for pesade and
Okay. Bro, are you okay?
Joel.
My patcho, me okay, boss. Me okay na. The patcho, na me bisa say. Na this week me nim dear, but I say me one man be see me trim. Eat a dini be see me trim. Eat a 9 beans. Like I was contemplating about it. Say, who are those 9 beans? Me nya idea, but me say be eat a bit me aboa me kakra e wo ho a.
Okay, the reason why I used the ETA was just to represent black people. Okay. That's ETA is just you can say ETA um in science, your friend the quantum field. It is just a field. Just that invisible field surrounding us. Basically, we could call it space. Okay. The inner space. And that inner space, kind of we talk about the black people, the melanin, you see. So it basically it represents blacks. When I was coming, I was just trying to find some word because I did came for us to wake up in a way where we are gonna understand the true nature of our existence, about what everything actually is. Not basically saying stories. In Bahana, we don't teach you about, even though we don't think about the Anunnaki, black, we give you the power of the mind. We teach you how you control your reality, access the inner worlds, use it to create, shape, help to develop yourself and help others. You see, that is the exact knowledge. So I was like, okay, let me use that ETA stuff because I think black people really like it a lot. I mean, getting to the black American people, the ETA stuff. So I figured out that okay, when I use it, it's gonna attract people to kind of get to that connection to their own self, like their own. So that's why I use the 9 ETA. Okay, the 9 ETA no is that it's more like a vibration, it's more like a frequency. Okay, and in that ETA, the 9 ETA beings, I think what the explanation they were saying was just like, and I'm saying black people, we can control the ETA in the highest level, which is the 9 ETA. That is the highest level of the ETA. Okay, so basically it just represents us, and then the divine force within us. Basically, it has to do with our physical body and all this sort of stuff, but it doesn't really signify anything of any real power or whatever it is. It is the consciousness, and a 2 minimum. Okay, so I did use it. So one person who said, "Why?" This is they know why the name. I didn't even go. I cannot bring Mr. Siama. Mr. Siama, the look kind of. And now, brother Siama, look kind of. It's more like a way to be accepted because now I see the social media. The most of us we did like the Black American style, the ETA, the melanin, and all this sort of stuff. Like, okay, let me use this. So may some more what do you call it? Me profile now I said maybe me gonna come I think TikTok videos about me not obi that actor. And I was okay, then let me use this, and then I did use it now about ETA. Okay, so again, that was why I use it. But that word now when I did look up, and I find it all about black people anyway. Okay, that and I'm we have access to the ETA, which is of the highest possible. Okay, so that is all. But Ning is part of the construct anyway. So the ETO, the non-ETO, GOS, being, these are all within the simulation, within the matrix. So when we are talking about, I'm an ETA 9 being, I'm this, I'm black, melanin, but these are all part of the matrix. You as a consciousness, you were never this on the first start. So when somebody identify him or herself to be that, which is either the 9 ETA or whatever the name or what they refer from, and all this sort of stuff, you are actually you have misplaced your identity, okay, which is your work of identity, which is in the matrix, in the simulation, in the construct, okay. So on the first ever even this, or Obianya 9 ethos or whatever, all this, these are all construct, these are all dramas within creation, okay. But we want to live beyond that. So that's the reason why I use NRK and I think I'm using this. So I'm not really connected to a concept of that ether stuff, no, and then I ether whatever. I'm not connected, but I did use it to kind of make people feel connected with their own and just black kind of representation, people kind of, that was the basic. So it has nothing to do with homo concert, meaning that homo concert. Joe, I hope what I say.
Mapacho, Matthias,
so first, I think, and on the black people, I think rather than be possible. Because social one one trend, okay, the night eater, the god and the goddesses, the feminine one energy, the crystals, the Anunnaki, the Egypt, and your ancestors, and the building and the and on that stories we not see in dream thinking say it is some sort of an enlightenment, right? And we are so still look at where we still are. There's no improvement. There's nothing going on. You can't answer a question. Accra with the idea that right? It's come here the feeling and ego. Now I'm here feeling some special because you can't wait to the was and I say saying yes, and so boss you can create go into the we cannot even do anything. My friend said a story mode. So I'm the answer some story mode being thinking said that is spirituality. And Ohono be a download free, but again, I said the mom as well look is any black white phone one to be. And I said, yeah, that be about the how my and yeah, these are ideas we actually say trim near thing is any knowledge. Which it is not, because all even what it is is part of the matrix, it's part of the construct. We are misplacing your identity. But if we can start from understanding the mind, I think from the common sense of stuff where she's adrenaline in my body. So when we understand everything is within the mind, everything that is where we be free. And yet because history when their life is here and now, and yet the so you're Egypt, no, I'm Egypt, okay, fine. And I still why what really happened? In order for us to change something, you need to start from now. You need to activate, ignite it. And how do we learn it? We learn by into a way, your friend new age spirituality. It's just a bunch of information. And you're knowledge into. Now that she will tend to feel the ego, make you feel some special. It doesn't get things done. We don't help ourselves. No, we are calling them baby na philosophers and a vegetarian and a fasting and a way. And so be the banku and after the cromon and amocratic or mokomu di banku for the green namakranti, so still that they can see do with stuff. These are all bunch of ideas. No more Google ye dream, no mususia, no more the same thing. It doesn't yield any results. But if we get the power of the mind, then we can even control because Abrafono ungo home bro ni bi mo because oh near Atlantis and this and deep occult. Look at the occult, even the Freemason, or money down they're white for the join. It is about knowledge of the universe. Or money that time no man. And Omeja as CM Propriana Maya and Omode stories I be Google Hona. Ye tap it on the Yasha box and ye tap it down in the Freeba. All this whole idea. So we should always step up, go back, and see yourself as a consciousness, as a soul, not about narrative, any identity, Google Hamaye, and all this sort of stuff. You see, and from there, no, then we understand the mind. Well, how do we operate it? Because the mind is what is whatever everything is coming from. How do we operate it? How do we work with it? How do you unlock the power of it to create our reality, to bend? And my kakre you begin a crack, a cry about thoughts for the opposite or in face when this was it will happen. And this is change the whole country. We can just send thoughts. And then we can send thoughts and control the country like a secret society. Because you know, the war is within the mind, which is on the astral, which is on the inner walls. Obi inferium for Bruni ba or that only that time they get out of their body or they have the power of the mind, because within the power of the mind, time and space is an illusion. You see, so that's what baby or the person can be control you. Wow, or control you. Just as simple as it takes. Or to change things around, to influence. You have something called psychic influence. These people have been learning this stuff for a very long time. Into the story mode way can catch them. Now you don't have the power to do, you don't have the power to you don't have the knowledge to make things happen. Then what are you doing? Into you the story you be from Ebening your hosa near to 1 year 2 chances and Messiah be for baby bebos whatever it. So anyway.
Okay.
Sika,
Yeah. Emmanuel Anang. Emmanuel, bro.
Yeah, good evening, boss.
Good evening, sir.
My brother.
But so ego na China. Media no angry bi na mbese wa gbe ma dwum mbese me kan media so.
Okay.
Say etolubo am ye bibi na manifest. Ye bibi na se manifest ya te se bia me ko bebi nsuo me nso nsuo mu na pa nsuo no beto. Ena me share so na me kan o mitim se o nsuo de antwe na me ndu fiansa ato. Ampa so me du fiansa na eto, but me wi a se me ye wi a na me san bi so mo se do you sure say they are all kind na ma ye na.
Okay.
Ebi osa me call bank dey me ka say me call bank na sa bank account no din na wo middle name bi wo mu, but sisi ame Ghana card middle name bi a me it is account no me kwa no mo si o middle name na wo mu no nti manager na say I say me ko so David's Bansa say manager no no appoint say man tell me so one thing man na me hwe ni ma na me yimeni na me picture no na me I say me rua na adwum na me ka say account e me na me account inye ko no na me bo nti at the end of the day me ba on chan ya be kina enwi ni say odi musika be mam na ma ti me wi na me ko ni nti kono nti okasa bebre bananka de me de nka normal irin nka de obeka say okay koso affidavit ba say o keep bank account nti koso affidavit bra na yen yen say de obi to me keep account, but oka tell me say o dis kan mama na me da ko na me nko affidavit ni na nti me sika me account me hebi man ko ba me ba say we sure say ya we na say am tom sigina de na de me na so ya kan na madwen aba say no
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah, so
Hello.
yeah, there's a hello, what's your
Hello.
Oh, Emmanuel.
Ija kasa ono no la na nye.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I want to know. Yeah, why are they? I think he's always been doing it. I think they know because of me. I think very strong willpower. So on your thoughts now, but just It just energized the thought and it just starts working for me.
It's
Oh,
you.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, Tonka.
Yeah, Otianga.
Me too, Huneti.
Sika. Ono na yini
Yeah.
catcher. Ono no the na catcher intino. Yabeka sakra obetin we chiri.
But what you
Things are not
Me too,
you were
Nkapa.
just saying an experience.
okay. Also, Tienka, Itakaza.
Okay. Yeah,
Boss, me too, Nkapa.
yeah, Miss One. Yeah, Miss keep it up. Just keep it up. Why? You are doing it so good. I think that you are just been doing it. So it's just as simple as it takes. And when you have this power, send the anything that can control your reality. And that's will be no, you just literally take control. That is what we are talking about. In every situation, one antenna will baby, I could be no, the open in your and then there will be pen in your. That is what we call bending. Your reality to your own will, how you want it to be. Sometimes you want it to play it as you want it to be. Sometimes you want to change it to, you just change it positively, please. I think so. Say cannot, sir. Yeah. So Sika,
Okay. Okay. I'm so okay. No, I'm a be. Yes, I'm for Adjoa. Adjoa Tuesday.
Yes, we did. Me watch me kakra but ni nya when I say me we no experience am nya
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I think so. Na me te shop me ne woman bi work wɔ campus ha. Na me te hɔ na yɛtɔn adeɛ but yɛwɔ sɛ kakra na me say oh no papa kora wɔ fie. Ɔno by this time ɔde ɔno nso ɔtɔn mpaboa. Yɛkɔtɔn mpaboa. So I was like hey and by this time papa kɔ adwuma hɔ. Na shop is coming in my sɛ mɛka so maybe nkurɔfoɔ na ɔmo retwa mu no mɛma ɔmo atɔ nneɛma no gidigidi nti meyɛ na me no matɔn adeɛ wɔ hɔ da nti meyɛ no me visualize sɛ mete hɔ a metɔn adeɛ a na obi retwa mu a ne maka kyerɛ ne sɛ bra bɛtɔ ne bo yɛ fuo wei wotɔ a ɛbɛkyɛ na like saa na me imagine sɛ obi retwa mu a like meka kyerɛ ne sɛ ɔmbɛtɔ nti nkurɔfoɔ abɛgu so na me imagine nti me dɛ meyɛɛ na bɛyɛ some few minutes na megyaeɛ na mekɔyɛ m'adeɛ nti later anadwo no mewɔ ha a me nua no afrɛ me sɛ ei anwanwasɛm a esi ohun bi koraa da na mesɛ adan de na esi ɔse hwɛ ɛnɛ 2 sacks ɔmo de gu hɔ na pɔbɔ ne nyinaa saa kaa aseɛ na mesɛ ei na mekɔkɔ sɛ me sɛ ei like serious okay pɛ deɛ mekae first mekae no sɛ ei I knew sɛ I need to make us I knew Adam me then I'm so like me somewhere be a me but I didn't know say me work but work and I'm a bumper you go almost no I'm saying sir any of my boy that day me really no na and I'm one na say as my baby me nim say adwuma na no me no so there but as my finish my bread is it me finish my bread na and I say and normal.
Yeah, normal. Yeah, normal. Why? Breathing exercise. That energy now we're losing. Not some replenish it back to your body. Why?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Say mental energy. And tell anything I hear can I think that we know people once you can't come but people your visualization. I don't know what visualizing was happening in real time in the astral world. And it tends to manifest in the physical. So your visualization, your imagination is basically the astral world. You see? So if you want to change the physical reality, you need to change also physical. So you change it from there, not a manifesting. All you need to do is know it's gonna work. Have a role that it's just gonna work. It's just as simple. That is how we bend reality. And other way, Oh yeah, and it's just on the surface. What they say, yeah, Juma crack. We can everything on the level of even the whole country. So you know,
Okay, and ni din kura de say the okasa sisi ano.
I do Tuesday.
Yeah, adwa. Okay, nti no eno ana wo ye no. We na da bia ye tu bia fo no. Ade no unkoye bibi ni bibi ansi. Ana wakoye bibi ade ni si wi ana wa wo san da oto ho. Ahai ni mama say mon go to my reference point. In the beginning was the word and the word was with God and the same word is God. And the same word is the word that created everything. And the same word became flesh. It's you. How a soul a manifest here before flesh. And no more describe it. But they put it in the coded form. They don't want you to get it. They don't want you to understand. So they put it in the form of Nyamibi TV. Said the bay mubenya worship. And decoding how a soul became flesh in this physical realm. So you are that soul they are describing there. So knowing that you are the God, you are the spark of the source, the same quality, the same quantity. But we can't get into the soul and how they have manipulated us. No, we think we are the flesh. And yenenam hasa ni di banku sa ni di ni mahunu sa ni ekọ ni eba sa ni ewu ni akọ ni aba no man return here. You are the soul inside. Kino catch you say unipadua ne ye dan. It's just a construct. Nipadua ne ye dan will be tidanim. That is you. You are the soul. And the tidanim is the same as the source. So if the tidanim is the same as the source, they are the source you can do it. You call ni baby or say mo ye nyame mu nyina osoro nyankopon ne mane mo. Nanso se mu ni munti. Mo betoto se de nyame bia no etoto no. What you say? So the book they kuta and it's a whole of code. So if you get understanding and you just take your what you say onyame sunu from it. What me aye ne manti ama ya eno ana wo ye no. You are the God that emanate flesh. You are the God working in flesh. You are the soul inside and not the outside. So whatever you manifest,
yeah.
with a strong will, it must come to pass. So believe in yourself. Know
So
who you
what
are.
I think that seek what man thinketh, whatever so shall he be, or whatever.
Yeah. As a Martin,
This
so
code
shall it
is
be.
so simple. It's really anyway. I don't know how much simple this stuff is. How you can change things like anything you actually want. We all come out of what now on what Jews are all lot of issue. But
Now,
anyway,
mukra, so much as I can nipa
anyway, yeah, I think Benedicta. Benedicta every year Adomako.
Nana
But
Adoma
I didn't
second
lose you.
Sorry, I'm sorry, mistakenly.
Okay.
a mistake.
So
Okay, I hope so when you're there.
mpacho me here.
I'm going to okay. The betty home can okay.
Mpacho mate.
And Sabi and Israel there, Masafa Baba. Okay, Baba.
Yes, sir. With the Kopano visualization we exercise no kind of maka. The few Monday to Tuesday ni na say no honma am ti hodia say wo ho kra na me hwa. Wo say either say anoma and that I see things on the world that are not there. We menina concentrate kakra but the see Wednesday ni there it's your visualizing the view of one but then any like aware to me person visualize but then who say anu bi wo one then or some over we be one who be brave me focus on we na dragging me ashemu then I resisted so I don't know say
Hey,
me focus on here na me
So your consciousness nature room, you're gonna project. Don't fear. I think what I say, Habina say, and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, just why be behind you. Clairvoyant in the way. So your mind's eye is open, your inner mind or your inner eye is open. So all you need to do is a little bit of concentration, not too room, and then you can just go and explore. We are not bad. Why?
Okay.
Yeah, BBNC. Why?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, spoon. Dino maternity. Spoon. Yes, I'll me.
Yeah.
Spoon.
Spoon. But are you blue form of answer boss? Why not?
If I'm sure, good evening.
Good
Yeah.
evening.
If I remember some maybe say it's my teaching on Madagaya Nana. Because most of the time, over Madagaya, me shada and me say, I don't know if it's important. If it's important for us beginners, to know about her.
Oh yeah, you are eventually you're gonna know about her.
Okay.
Eventually. Yeah. So don't worry. Right.
Thank you.
Okay. That's it. Antoinette.
Antoinette.
Sorry, me bad name so. Yeah, sorry.
Any man in casa. Mesen so casa.
Hey, Rosika.
Kumia so be casa. Okay.
Hey, Nana Makwene on Kazayu.
Ita, me wa na makasa.
Hey.
No, so we take it. Any topic crumble and never honor. There you go, sir. Send Rani, Anna.
No.
Okay. Nti sɛ yɛ naka no I think sɛ the next week yɛbɛ take forgiveness. I was yɛtumi ma mo physical topics be related to us here no more. Sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a wobɛtumi deal with more surroundings. Nneɛma ɛbɔ den life nankasa. People cannot forgive. People cannot doing all sorts of life. Bibia na get your emotion near the other. We have to understand.
You should be up with Janice. Yeah, D.
Okay. We have to understand how the physical things work. Now it means who they were basically you be dealing with nothing. So Emmanuel, I
D Anna.
No,
hello.
if I Emmanuel. Yeah.
Yo, what am I promoting? If I know a year can say forgiveness, no, and I'm by my dreams and BCB. Yam fine say, who being yard na Abana say, do the teachings in Intino. Unya be okay, but on why I say on your ready son over ya. I know so effective you all. This is man.
Oh no. So give him for what you free. So no also as a or no also how.
What's the American beer?
Okay, repeat it for us.
I just said, yeah, only uno be or grog in Nabana says, yeah, no, on the bay, but on your ready or no by yet. On your ready so bad sepsis on by Bakma, a benefit fits or practice. Hello.
Oh no. Any effects?
Hello.
Any effects? Yeah, hello. Imano Tuminga. Seek out Tuminga.
Yeah, madam, I don't count on the
I feel
line.
I'm at one. Yeah.
Aha. No, any effect
mpacha
be
mete
out.
wo nka
Any effect be also.
mete wo nka sisi mete wo nka.
Yeah. Any effect be also. Why? You don't
Oh, okay.
worry.
Okay.
The more you give, you even have that thought say be have effect, will even have an effect. Okay. So don't think of say it be have effect on you. Just do your practice. You are doing free so that you're gonna tune out of that vibration now. Or no. I bit my effect tone. Okay. And just do your practice. You don't
Okay.
have to
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah,
D.
Yeah.
Na make bibi. Say ye kase forgiveness na. Enye say unu obi akona one ne kwa akokasa o. You just understand the reality of physical realm hanum. No say everything is illusion. So let it go everything. Nti wo de wo no to you no. Saa de na oni nipa ni di na hu hia. Ono obetake ni word cap a. Onfan so ono fan ko ba bia wo de ko. That is how we meant. Nti nyese bia ono obi akonya se ne nko kasa na se. Saa de na amama akone hu hia because on the physical realm hanum no. Bibi bia ni hono ma ehye matters than what we are doing no. Nti no mane mfa nko ehu hia wo enwene ho ensusu ho nyade ho ehia wo more than what you are doing no. Man no your priority and every other things nyina no will be added. Or see unya so na every other things will be added. What you say seek ye the kingdom of God first. Nti di akeka won chen bia na hu hia but when you get into your soul the soul will direct you for you to get everything necessary for you here. This is how we are talking about. Okay, bro, Kasa.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Last time, lessons na it share the location of the pineal gland, and then no how our first na um focus attention or honum. So I've been trying it for days now. Now, my creative white lights in the bar. I just find it difficult entering the white light. And then the last time I was able to do another once, when I went through it, it just went blank. As a imagination, like everything went blank, and then my dream bar, my body is when I felt I was moving out. And then slowly now I just came back inside. So I just want hope out on that. How I'm meeting it realms to me. I don't know
Hey.
if you understand what I'm saying.
Well, how you're going out and then you find yourself coming back again, or you force
Yeah, like me no. Everything became dark, and then after them attention by my body in so, and then I felt say I was moving out. After them, I said my peer drew me tea, and then attention it was on me. So I said call back. The more I was trying, and then the more I was coming back to the body.
Oh, okay. So
And since then, I've not been able to enter the white light again. Me drew white lights no now, but I just don't. Most time it's error.
okay. What you need to do first is okay, we but I'll me mama let me show you. So I said answer most of the pictures near Huna is in a 3D, so you need to make it 4-dimension. 3-dimensional, and you can move yourself into it. See, so you can practice moving into pictures. So you can find a picture in I don't know, Pinterest. Yeah, a beautiful city or beautiful or just a picture be a show of a city be or some even any act be a show of environment of a form, and look at it and visualize it and try to move yourself into it as if it is an environment, or that it is a picture, but make it become alive and then move yourself into it and walk on the grounds of on that image way. Okay. And then with that, you can learn how to be inside that at the corner. Okay. Which is the white light in the head. Okay. So, but anyway, practice make perfect. So again, perfect. You can do that exercise aside of it. but again, move into any dimensional spaces, consciously transport your consciousness in there. But with this one, you just try to visualize the white light, a little bit vivid as you can. Okay, just try to visualize it, perfect the visualization of it a little bit, and then so perfecting here, you can able to do it. Okay, as easy as possible. And so the show tribunal, try to become one with it. It take a little bit of practice, not really much, but what times about 1 day or 2 days you can learn how to do it. Okay, so see it is in the head, and see yourself moving inside it. Okay, but anyway, why are they part to you to do it? But it is just a practice, so just keep on practicing. Okay, you're gonna get it. You're gonna see that. Yeah. And then patient dynamic and people to say, my pamper so or by your practice 1 year, 2 years. Oh, but when you turn it inside now, it doesn't have to in the 1 month, within 2 weeks, you have to get out because it is always activated. D, are you good with it?
Yeah, I'm good, Ether.
Okay.
And then I have this problem where I just want an idea about it.
Okay.
I have this model. She's dating a guy, and then the guy and this kind of using Jessica Papa, and some on baby Pami and Sakash and said the guy and his family just want to use her for some for rituals, and then Obeka I've been able to get her mind off way, but also when it's me free guy and chain, so I just don't know how if you get advice from her.
Yeah, you can waba for help.
Yeah.
Okay, that is very nice. So again, thoughts is what creates our reality. So you just visualize one and then you can put a wall, just any visualization will do. You can put a wall in around them, in the middle of them to separate them. Okay, or you can actually visualize her, which is summon her subconscious mind. Okay, and reprogrammed. And in order for you to reprogram it, you just have to say it to her. And then you just have to, you can even see that love, that connection. No? You can signify it with anything, like maybe a white light or a I think maybe a hat. Or an image of Berman Akuma be, which is in the head. And then you can just stretch your hands and remove it from the trim or from her or from the heart. Okay. Or you can now in this work you need to be creative. Okay. You can visualize her and then Ubitima represent her love, no? Nakoma. So Ubitima Nakoma na PSA. And then she said the man is attached to it and train free her. Train free her. Okay. And then destroy that affection, which is that Berman connection, destroy it, and after that, surround her with white light, okay, or that connection. Oh, yes, so Janabra Wada, okay, a bro banada, and you're on the present, share 10 big time I wadam lay, and or dance so, or yes, so you can just set that thought, say, only Berman in the hobby, she's not gonna have that love for the man. And then just I'm trying to bring a little bit of basic creativity you can use, you see. So you can use anything to represent whatever you want. So until I'm using different explanation. For example, one was on the bear manager and then you visualize a wall, a strong wall. Akata or so and actually representing the affection is no more. Or you can see the affection as let me use that as an image or as an energy field be around her aura, and then you start to from her, or you can create the thought say the affection or and love no woman be man. This is something that is going to cancel that and then you will create that at the corner as a ball, a golden ball, blue, green, whatever you want, and then what the best trim, visualize her sitting down, and then what the trim, or you can see that's near coma represent the love, and then we prong it out, and then we bear money free her, okay, and then you surround her, or you can just visualize her in a place and send that thought, and send that thought. Say he's not gonna love that guy again. You are disconnecting that connection. There's a whole lot to do with. So there's no exact. I hope so. You have I want to give you an idea of how you're gonna do it. So
Yeah,
that
the more now all kind then I just get the imaginations in my head, like many images no.
that is it. It is your creativity that works. So work around your own creativity. Okay. Yeah. So I can't affection no any or don't want. So try to do that and disconnect. You bit who omo so omo boom. Ewo. Aso omo nyina share box baakum and I say a ball baakum. Na what oba na frame. Into ball no omo share no is omo don no makabo no. And I will trick get a frame. They're not triggering from Nana Kabema and then you put a barrier and then you reprogram, you send a thought to the head, or you represent the thought with any color, any form. Okay, again, the more you give concentration to it, the more it works faster. Thoughts need, for thought to manifest, you need enough energy, emotional energy, raw power, and concentration will do it all. Okay, the same thing when you want to heal somebody, when you want to help, say, be a war, kidney problem, or you just have to visualize so and then with my visualize it, they say the X-ray, no whole part of the body, you can see it just I say, and then what you need to do is just cast an energy around baby I say so it's now coming back to life, and then and then when you're starting now say, but now it starts to become perfect as it is. All you need to do is check a cry, just keep doing it for maybe 30 minutes or 10 minutes. It all depends on your level, but all shots in your Maya check a cry and give it enough concentration, you're good to go.
Okay. Matthias said that's fine.
Okay.
Mami kisses.
Hey,
Amiaba kasa, mi pacho brother kwa me choboy.
Good evening, Penny for.
Good evening, Amiaba.
Yo, me pacho, me so me kakra nya na mpese bi ye kakra.
Okay.
Last week na me but me ba so no Sunday no na your friend say said ya kasa ni ye ni nti ntumi ankasa na me ye nti na mpese me share. Okay. Me breathing exercise wie na ese me da ho nda ese fa me so na enye, but all of a sudden me who say me free me mu eko na baby ya me copy na me copy baby na baby chrono dan ye wo ho nyina ya ye the round to say mechanic say to say Eskimos one who said you almost see one more dying. But entokra entokro de da no ho bebre. Ba me hu obia o dying na me hu. All of a sudden na me hu say ebinom pie. Na form no as a 9 4. Ena ebi wo ho a ne nsa ye 2. Ebi so ho an insane ye fo. Ni na ye fo. I say aye form of to say but the many hwe say Anansi a asore. Anansi asore na nante. Na color na it say as a mauve color bi, green waist color bi. Na misroi pa any so I inti mi hu inu makoma tui papa na me kotete baby na say baby a wote bia nso ye hu enti e besarande me hu na afie misro wo baby a me se no omo ehu me na me mpese mepie iti no omo sign bi se me mpie ba kasa wo omo kanu menti kasa no ase menti kasa no ba esuro nti no mesanso pie eba na ase yenso me munana mani ti ba me hu so bi ase masan ba no ma maba me hu so every hono me benya feverish kakra suro no me sorry na ase me yare kakra say hu abomi and I'm saying na and also say who bibi sa wo bibi say wo kan wo de wo ho ana den say wo yi
Maria Bava, yes. Why?
o say
I didn't fear no, what I had.
I don't know.
Oh,
O say
no.
we no me hundodo because me
Oh,
who image bi sa da
enipa omuna ye for no humida. Na any omon so much say for nkono so.
we no color no crampo body no color no style bi and ni no so ye ba ko pe o say a form of like octopus. Me
Yeah.
describing no I say first names Anansi sorry ejina ho afi so I am so octopus
Yeah,
enti
so
no
I'm
ye
not the
style bi na ni ye ba ko
yeah.
no
I don't know.
kasa
There
me
was
say
there was no need to be afraid. I think the woman who be that. I said, I did a woman who be that. Now say, so it's fine. It's all fine. It's part of the game. I mean, you need to know, sir, you are now stepping into the multiverse. Okay? And in the multiverse, people just don't look like how we look like. Right?
okay.
They are unlimited, uncountable forms around. Ubetime hu obi kura ne ti ya omuti ya owo no mo na ho ti se nipa. Ene ne ene se ne ka se mesi. They are numerous. It doesn't mean some are bad. No.
Okay. Sadia makuma si tui wo me hu ba me hu suna na afi ase award me afi ase me hu fa me all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Me better na afi kakra na mabo piti bi si adi.
Hey,
Ebi ebe sa twimi akọ.
Yeah. Nothing will happen. And not the boy, just I don't know. Send the NY kind of fear be base program within it. Either so who's on no me a demon. These are all coming from our previous and my teacher. Please, am I not where you are, Mr. Wana? Yeah, I think I'm across so cross a bra. Omoma Sebra.
Omo ye me sign say membra but me who said ya me see me face wo said ya omo te no
who face you omo you're not facing you are
it's na me be say we no who asem be say wo kan and I say who say my dream na me say I'm a powerful so but a pure man. See, said you almost see them and I say, oh, actually, I said you're true. If you may be chrono, oh, no, people fine.
How more not fearful. I mean, a one who now wow own self-built fear. I said, I said, I didn't know who to. I said, who be that? So next time, just chill, and see why, and just work out. Your consciousness, to mean to one.
Oh,
the
okay.
best thing that will happen, the last thing will happen is just you come oop your painting
You come back.
you came back to the back. You always BBNC and should be anyway. Don't worry.
Nti say no ọmụ ntumi nche o, ye ntumi nya ori.
No.
David.
Omanya
It's not
boni
the body.
omanya bad o.
Oh,
Wona
okay.
no ayo nwanwan just say abon. But omo ankasa no so omo kwa na pese omo welcome omo oba nso no. So adare yes. Oh ya rekra pa no. So
Yo, Mate.
And I'm about the only sa you know what certain connections be. Sa you know baby at sa dine one who say always no that project ko hono. Which one is
Say yeah, series. It's
yes.
what to say.
So you have to grade your college. Maybe it has something to do with your past. So bid college said next time you see your ma, you have a courage to talk to them. Because that project over.
Okay.
Auntie Abasamina on Makai, some I start no. Na Bibisa or Kakra. Na Mikai said there was one of the we are me project and me higher self. Catcher, Mrs. Me corner se be sanko for sana. May approach you. Na if you cry me muso who say I didn't think I was scare me, sir. And then the one who is scared, or they actually approach them and ask.
Oh, okay.
And through that, they will tell me, not yet conversation not starting. I should be asking questions. And since I'm a 30 years, I know if you was say any figure be no, may you more curious to get closer to that figure, just to even know more about that figure. Baby, I'll see or your wine. Again, no more waha. Again, I bet me a waha. And Emma, you begin to get a lot of information. She said the teachers make an omu after well then to say aha who say you know where your name you know ni different figures and the war because figures who see be a bebel to make me visualize the it exists in the abstract world exist. It's who who be just get closer and know why. They like ask questions and they are ready to teach you.
That's it.
And the air is true.
Mate.
Okay, so that I think say Sabia ni should be a moita.
Oh yeah, I think your time across.
Time.
Okay. I think some people pay job on some born in dinner. Your casa, my man.
Maybe for Bikura.
Yeah, Kwame Kisses.
Brokasa.
Kwame Kisses will have fancy bo blooms.
Hello.
Yeah,
yes,
bro.
Good evening.
Yeah, evening.
Bacho, meba baton is a check. I say 3 months. But na guso amiye blue circle ni weno. Me ana me sheda hu bibia na me sheda hu bibia. But one time me te ho na me sound system na me use blue light bi wechi a reflect or wall ne ho. Blue light. Timothy na me niko boss ata me hwe me observe so na se me hu say bi mu twem sa blue light na aso a reflect o no me say bi mu twem me bi mu hye ntare blue mu hye red a mu twem o ase cars bi sisi o ase bi mu twem o na me hwe ase me so da ya na ase me hu dia me ase my confused me hu ade ko me hu ade a me yes na TV na as a matching kwesi that side na say as my confused na me hu ade kuno tinam pese bibi sa say no so e den
Yeah, clairvoyant. You were seeing through your third eye.
and another way been so am won so ye na emu na me picture sa nya emu na me picture as me copy baby e ho green environment bi asɛ nsuo etwam hɔ ne nneɛma but deɛ ɛbaa me tirim sɛ ɛkwan a mɛfa so ɛkɔpie ɔ deɛ ɛbaa me tirim sɛ mewura fie a na ma picture me door no asɛ mewura inside door no me picture no kɛkɛ ɛwɔ me tirim te sɛ me start sɛ mpɛ sɛ mekɔ saa green environment na makae door no a mewura mu no ma picture no wɔ me tirim sɛ mewura mu nti mewura mu na mepie saa side no nti mebisa sɛ ɛno nso like
ɛno ano
okay anaa sɛ me
yeah
picture
okay
biribi saa na mewura mu te sɛ ordinary menam sei na ma picture sɛ
yeah
ɛyɛ
Kwame
ɛdan mewura mu
Kwame Otiminka
ɛpa to ai
ɛno ano no oh yeah you are
okay
traveling
oh,
so keep
okay
it up. Yeah
thank you very much
yeah you are
that's
traveling
fine
the other world ɛno ano no
thank
it's sometimes waiting me you so one tricks being so it's very important it's very easy to do for example ebia wo da mu ho baby a gate no one
okay
visualize say there is another wall baby if you baby a gate no one when they say a display or baby for enya ho na lead to abontin na be it will lead you to another dimension
okay
because your conscious mind doesn't know, your subconscious mind will respond and it will throw you to another dimension, and then you can be viewing or you can just be interacting. It's just easy as it is. Why are they keep it up?
okay thank you very much the answer super
Okay, well, you are welcome.
Okay, I think we are done, Abi.
Yeah. Time no crash. Thank you.
Okay, abusuafo nnɛ nso so yɛno de mbɛsi ha nti yɛtikyafoɔ no wɔ so ɔmɛma mo ɔmo last words tikya adomako tikya afrakoma tikya abigail obiara wɔ ha ɛnka biribi nkyerɛ student no ɔmo bɛkɔ for whole week vacation nti yɛne ɔmo nkasa
Auntie Francisca. Hey. No.
Yes, Bosita.
Last words for your students.
Wait there, yeah. I cried that kind of say a teacher for more platform you see. Yeah, the money I'm a student to see a damasi, say what me and yamre. Na what me I say mu data dear tea and some I didn't quite ever brem. Ebe ko vacation, the best any say, Mube Koswana, my practice. Practice no, I say be a set a specific time. I'll be at least every day, 1 year cry no. It be a once and I say twice day, 1 year cry is with me. So that it makes me a build. So we judge him say I'm able breaking now, so we judge him say, a banner nearby. We banner no any experience be na de kakra na wa kwa nimpuno. Na ni nyina sa asaya. Utimi lusu. Because a skill now we develop it. It's the more you practice, the more you get it. It's yes, let's say yeah, won't practice it. Or blue circles. Or more with me projecting, do more of projections. Or more with me psychic healing. Okay, mukra de munye like the ultimate ye piano. Try set obey. Dunya time so holidays simu. Videos no on YouTube. Cause one na be because but there are so many things that once I would see no when say over grab on the well. Ebe mount here say be. So I wish you all the best. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, thank you. All right, thank you, Debbie. Thank you to you all for coming. Thank you to the teachers, especially. Thank you.
Okay. Mod.
If I show me your hole,
I don't want to cry.
if I show me Cassa,
Yeah, talk about it tomorrow.
my man Fabi be a crab in also. And run a woo boo no naka me baby boo benama, but me buy Munasa may in it to corner. Me jay Cassa. See, Kakra, me debeka hone say ye babe koi. The America show more say na watch him or ye ne the omudo money befe. Any the omude or money or masun subeti, especially ye beko akoto abayi ne TV so ne money ade bebre no. You should be very careful because you know say programming no the ɛkɔ so wɔ ɛyi no mu nyinaa no ɛkɔ yɛ subconscious mind straight ɛna ɛno sofo mɛ
Oh, okay. I think the network. Okay, so I think she will. See, Ama. Ama. Okay. Sika. More than to Okay. Yeah. So everybody know can say about no. Maybe I don't really. You'll be out the back. You want more to know. I'm careful. There's no even need for you to go because but anyway, so more just be careful who you are, bro. If you come do your practice, not this physical stuff where mom in the across what country had that. Okay, so we are calling it a day. Practice. People are having an experience. That is a very so bye everybody and have a great day. The seeker. I can't close it up.
Okay. Mama Bible for Saturday this year.
Okay.